Good evening, folks. Samson Toll coming on late, very late. But sorry about that. We apologize for being late, but that's what we do here in Lebron Public Radio from time to time. I want to thank all of you that tune into Lebron Public Radio tonight. Monday afternoon, we say thank you, thank you, thank you. All we ask to many of you that are listening, please, I'm still putting my program together, so you forgive me. Those of you that are listening, please share this video, share it to as many people as possible, so that our brothers and sisters will be able to join us and have a conversation as well. Please share this video, share it, please. Share this video, share this video. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Thank you very much for sharing. It's wonderful for you to share this video. So please share this video. Share this video. Again, Samson to Labra Public Radio. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Share, 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 share to the brothers and sisters that are listening. I want to see where I can put my stuff here. Okay. Again, join us, join us, join us, join us. Thank you, thank you, thank you, brothers and sisters. Those of you that always, when the liberal comes on, let me don't be selfish a little bit. And when LPR open up, many of you come into our show. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. Not that you don't have anything to do, but you have a lot of things to do. We want to thank you very much for tuning in. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. So let me go on. Safety, safety. Lord Jesus, we want to thank you again this evening. I want to thank you for everything that you have done and continue to do. Thank you very much, my Lord. Thank you. We will continue to pray to you whenever we have an opportunity because we know without you we're nowhere. With you we are somewhere. And I want to thank you for that. My Lord, we ask that the Republic of Liberia be blessed, that the people of the Republic of Liberia be blessed, that President Bakai be blessed. That whatever he touches in the interest of the Liberian people, that his hands be blessed. Whatever door he knocks in the interest of the Liberian people, that my Lord, please open the door. We want to thank you. We want to thank you for everything. For our brothers and sisters, we say, come in. Those that are unable to join us in life for whatever reason, step in. Those brothers and sisters, my Lord, that are unhappy tonight, whatever reason, step in. Whatever it is that is happening to any of our brothers and sisters all over the world, step in. We want to thank you for that opportunity. We want to thank you for listening to our prayer. We want to thank you for listening and accepting our prayer. Your time is the best. We will wait for you. We ask that the host country, the United States of America, be blessed. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, folks, Samson told Labra Public. I want to thank all of you tuning in to this wonderful, wonderful program tonight. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Many of you that are listening, thank you. Um, so, as you know, it was Liberia. Um, ah, okay, so many of you watched July 26th. That those of you that were there, we say thank you very much. Uh, let me do this here 1 minute, please. Join me. Stay with me. Again, folks, Samson told Labra. I'm trying to put things together here, so I'm here and there. I don't have a producer. But to you, those of you that watched, that was able to attend the July 26th celebration, I want to thank you very much. Thank you for everything. We really, really do appreciate that because you were able to attend July 26th celebration. It's our country birth. We say thank God, thank God, thank God. But the question, many people were calling me and asked, what are you celebrating for? We'll talk about that. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. So the issue. So the I just pray that Liberia would try to do the best they can, because we can't be this old and just still not having things that we're supposed to have. Uh, Tonight we will be truthful. We're always truthful, always truthful. But tonight we'll be bold. Tonight we will talk some issue that affect all of us. So, so the orator said he's made some good point though. He said, "Don't just suspend them, fire them, because apparently they don't know who they are. They want to act like stranger in Liberia, in their own country. Fire them, and if you can, fire them, fire them. They're not serious. Why up to this time that we cannot and will not be able to see things that we're supposed to see? What's going on here? What's going on? You have this minister that arguing with each other about money. Is that all it is? On this birthday of Liberia, we're still not able to boast of lights. Yeah, granted, we have war, we destroy things, we destroyed our own stuff, but that doesn't mean we cannot come back. These people, many of them are economy, but they don't understand the first principle of economy. I say economy, okay? They have the multiplier effect. I mean, you economy, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know nothing about money business, but common sense, multiplier effect. Liberian refuse. Liberian refuse to do multiplier effect. Now, in economy, according to what I read today, multiplier effects mean, for example, for example, for example, Samson told go fishing in Sesto River. He got one boat that one Swedish man gave him. So he go fishing, he catch plenty fish. He bring it to the market. Ah, people buy. First thing one man buy because he got plenty of money. He go buy again, plenty of fish. He come back. The market woman say, I need to buy the fish. So they start putting together to buy the fish. One male supplying to the women. The women in turn sell it to people to make kobo. You see where I'm going with this? It comes from Samson to the women, to the people who's doing the kobo selling. Now, the people who are going to be selling the kobo, they got to buy rice, they got to buy chicken soup, they got to multiply effect. This is what many of the so-called economy Liberian book people they don't even want to learn. They don't even want to apply because it's going to affect them. It's going to affect their income because if they do that, that means they're going to work. We are so lazy. We're so lazy. We are so lazy. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. We go out, multiply effect doesn't even come to play. And some of the money people here will soon be coming in. Well, money, that's what I want to do in money. And okay. So let's go. Let's take a little bit from total time, bring it back to Monrovia. International partner, UN, World Bank, they give us money. What do we do to do roads? And I'll talk about road because that's what I know about. What do? We take the road project and give it to foreigners. The contractor give it to foreigners. The foreigner take the money and send it back to their home. If you said Liberian people do not have the capacity, how did the foreigner get the capacity? They build capacity that people build them up. When will we build the capacity in Liberia so our people will get? Okay, take for example. And I don't know him, he doesn't know me, but he's from Grand Gide, I'm from Grand Gide. John Djibouti. He has a contract. But because people say he's CDC, when was the last time they not bring John Djibouti into doing contract? Because he's from CDC, you get John Djibouti the contract. Million, even if John Djibouti that greedy, you get millions of dollar contract. He will employ Liberians. So just take for example, the road that coming from Zwadruna to go to Fishtown, if Liberian company are involved, they're going to employ Liberian on the corridor. So even if they're not, it's not from the people from the corridors, they're from all over. They will go home. If they're from somebody from Lufa County, over the weekend, he's going to go home. When he go home to Lufa County, you will get some money, he will leave with his family. The family will buy food in Lufa County market. The money going to circulate. Multiply effect. But how people don't think like that. They give it to the foreigner, and we will suffer. We will remain there for a long time until you got somebody who will want to think for us. You take this money and give it to the Lebanese man. The Lebanese man, you take $5 million contract, the Lebanese man give you $200,000. The rest of it, you think you will keep $5 million in Liberia? You're going somewhere else to build. You go to Dubai. Many of these people got houses all over the world. Go look at the houses, the Lebanese man, you gave him $5 million contract to look at the house he got in Liberia. In Monrovia. Who are we? Why do we not think about the multiplier effect? You give the Liberian people the contract. You say, oh, but he said, oh, the man he ain't got no experience. He doesn't have the equipment. Use the money, buy the equipment. So yes, the equipment. If you believe they don't have the integrity, force the integrity on them. Samson told, yeah, you can build road, yeah. You got equipment? No. I will give you $5 million project. But out of the $5 million, I'm taking $2.5 million to China to buy you equipment. Government go and buy it, they come in. Say, okay, I buy it, I will rent it to you. And if you do well, you keep it. After a certain time, you keep it. The $200 million, $2 million machine and thing like that, you bring it and rent it to Liberians. And they pay for it. The person who don't pay, you go collect it from him. A business breakdown. But you don't want to do that. Because you don't even want to be connected to Liberia. But yes, still you want to be our leader. You want to be part of the leadership, but you don't want to be connected. You're speaking Siri all day. When they go to the Capitol building to talk that so-so Siri, so-so American English. They don't even know what they call no-go English anymore. They don't know what to talk in no-go English anymore. They can't even talk Wallasai English. That's so Siri. Everybody want to speak the American English. Some are all here. We're tired with American English business. Like, hey, God, some are in problem today. I just got fed up with American English. You and your wife making fun. Hey, babe, I don't like what you're doing. This is ridiculous. You can't behave like that towards me. I mean, we're here to respect each other, and then we have to talk to each other nicely. I mean, this is just ridiculous, baby. Don't do that to me. I would never talk to that before being told her. This is that me would talk to that. But no, you guys, they think you're doing that bad thing. That bad thing. Can't talk to me like that. Why are you talking to me like? You see where I'm going with it? But when they go on Capitol, being so serene, so serene, my people, so serial, so serene. Then after that, they take money that don't belong to them. They want to give contract to Lebanese people and foreigners. How many of those people are going to help you? You who get a contract, you control. They will give few of you money. But the contract you're giving them, you give them $2 million contract. They give kickback. The amount of kickback they're going to give, they will cut that. Your country, whatever you want to do, they will not do all of it because you're shutting them. We will get there. Now, President Barker, my understanding, what I read today, that he's now putting the vice president in charge. He had, I don't even want to touch that one, sir. I don't want to touch that one. Okay, so the orator said, "Don't suspend, fire them. Don't suspend, fire them." Somebody, President Barker, that you asked to come and join you to run the country, and the person is misbehaving, and you have evidence, fire that person. Fire that person. They got more Liberians who are just as educated as these people. You got more Liberians who are just as educated in policy, in running government, what have you. You got them. You're just going to have to reach out to them. But in this day and age, this time, this time, this time, my people, they all Liberia, okay, we are still struggling. 178 years old, we are still struggling to make ends meet. We have everything we want. You have the mineral resources. People taking iron ore, tons of them from Liberia, shaping it up, raw material. And you got cheap steel raw in Liberia, substandard steel raw in Liberia. You got iron ore. You got rubber, raw material. They will not make it in Liberia and sell it to somebody else. You know why? Because they believe that if they make those material in Liberia to sell them overseas, they believe it will be too expensive. my, my Esther, good evening. You probably when you carry that flower business, you coming for straight. That's why you and Mr. So yesterday, you're black man people from talking. Anytime you carry that flower business, good evening to you too. Okay? But they will not come. They when you they bring the raw material, okay, why you can't make it in Liberia? They will say, "Oh, when we make it here to sell it overseas, it will be expensive." Okay, but the raw material you send it overseas, then you bring a cheap material. That's the life of Africa. To be specific, Liberia. So one of my Freetown engineer friend and I were talking today, and he said, "What the people just to certify the European and the uh, Malaysian and stuff like that, we cut our tree down, and so when it rain in Sierra Leone, must slide everywhere because nothing that they stop the rain, they stop the slide. But in Malaysia, in Europe, they're saving their tree. They will not cut it. Here in America, they got what they call old growth, the big tree. They die by themselves. They will not cut them and turn it into wood to make houses. No. If they cut one tree, they plant another one right away. In Liberia, they cut the tree. They're not planting back. People fighting over logging business every day in Liberia. Why can we not? If, is it because those who have the brain, the so-called educated people, are less than than people who are not educated? But even if the people are not educated, you who call yourself educated person, why you can't show them? I keep saying that here on this show. I keep saying that. Yeah. Good evening, Clarence. I heard your story. I heard Mr. So say he intentionally blocked you out like last night. Because they don't have any. He can't bring Walter Cutter, or I will not bring Walter Cutter on tonight. I will pay my debt. He lay your tell. I'll not bring Walter Cutter on. I will pay my debt. But anyway, let's go ahead. So the European, Malaysian people like that, they keep their logs. They're not nobody cutting anything. They will come and deplete your own. 100 years from now, when your children, great great grandchildren got nothing, the deaths are coming from the north. You're cutting the tree then down, the deaths are coming. The death, do you know way million whatever year ago, places like Iraq then used to be always they got water over, they're dry now. When you start suffering in Africa, when the sun start beating you up because all your tree gone, no shade. By the time the Malaysia people, you go there, that the people country, what you go do? You go there, they will restrict you. You leave from here and go to Europe and say, I want a job, and see they will get you a job. What kind of business is this? President Walker, you need to build jail. If that's all you do for your legacy, that would be fun. Build big jail for big shot. Let's throw these people in jail. Every day they're fighting over money. Now they can't talk about it's some kind of compound 5 million, 50, well, 500 million. That Donald Trump gave $500 million. You're talking nyama all day, all day. And Facebook make things worse now, in a sense. Why are we? Yeah, thank you, Mr. Doe. Thank you for joining me. We appreciate it. Why are we not able to move this country forward? 178 years old. People, children are running away from Liberia. Right now, if American embassy say, you know what, we'll open our door, we're taking 5 million, the whole country will run away from Liberia. 5 million, the entire population will come to the United States. Liberia will be empty. Who wants to stay over there? One row, 28.8 miles from Ralphie Highway to EW Junction. They've been doing that thing there for the last how many years now? 3-4 years. They got wait till you wait. You ain't seen nothing yet. Y'all wait until they're ready to do that bridge. Some of us will go to because I'm closer to Africa than it is to my town is closer to Africa than it is to Maria. I can fly to Africa and go through the plane and come to Town. I can come to Monterey and come back to Total and go back to Africa. The road from Ravi Highway, if you don't take time to people start facing the bridge, if you don't put things in place, that canoe, many of you from most of our country, but you can't get unless you fly to Sierra Leone. You fly to Sierra Leone and come by land. That's what's going to happen to many people. Many people. But those of you that live in Baza, unless you go the way of Kakata way, that road when you don't put things in place and you're letting people start doing your bridge, that canoe you will do you cross that. You have to say something to say. They are not they don't have the means. And they who don't have the means, instead of asking for Liberians who have the means to work with them, no. The politicized road building business, construction, the politicized it. Now the people fighting who that job we have project, no, that President Baga project, no, that who cares? Are you gonna finish it? I don't care who project it is. Does they have the money? If they have the money, do the job. That President we have project, President we have started the thing before long. Who cares? That breakable the idea, breakable food will go to Liberia. Yeah, America enjoying himself. Breakable. He making all that big more. If you love Georgia, why you can't go to Liberia now? Breakable. If you love Georgia, why you can't go to Liberia? Breakable working here, enjoying himself. Food can't fit in Breakable house. Soap to table, it can't fit in breakable house. Soap to wash clothes, it can't fit in breakable house. Light, light on every day, day in, day out in breakable house. Anything you can think of, breakable have it. But you can't hear blah 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 blah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Whoa, whoa, yo, yo. You can't go to the bro. You can't go. But those are the people that say they want to make sure people like they like a president we are come by. I'm just saying these things. Why can we not? I mean, is it that difficult? Liberia, happy birthday. But usually, though, when your birthday comes, that means you're growing older and you're becoming wiser. But for us in Liberia, Carter will not count on this show tonight. If Mr. Soul turn drunk and someone link to catch her, by the time y'all see Bamboo Divacola here tonight. So, but here's the thing here. Here's the thing. When your birthday come, right, and you're getting older and you're getting wiser. But in Liberia case, the more older Liberia get, the more you know what we becomes. We keep going backward. Keep going backward. Keep going backward. The corrupt behavior. Corrupt behavior. It's eating us alive. And many of us don't know how to handle it. Many people don't know how to handle it. As a result, what are you going to do? Look at the people in the Senate that used to work for President Weah. Sanction, sanction, sanction. They're working in the Senate. The money they stole for which they put sanction on it, according to like allegedly money they stole putting sanction on it, they're working to Senate. They're getting paid. So by the time they're done, they're millionaire over. And some of their community don't even have water to drink. No paved road. In the community, the school, they don't even have many of the community in the area don't have high school. The kids are going from town to town. How you will be, you think that the same thing. That's why people like some of us, my town used to be the chiefdoms of the chiefdom. Total is a big city, no high school. So you finish elementary, you ought to go to Zwedru. You go to Zwedru, you got man, you got pad, how you will eat. You can't steady being hungry. So you come to Monrovia. Say, I will come to Monrovia. Let me hustle. Because I wonder when you die in Monrovia, then that's something different. When you die in Monrovia, that's something different. But I don't want to go to Zwedru, then I die in Zwedru. So this is what we have. 178 years old. What do we have? What do we have to show? Ralphie Highway that's supposed to be a gateway to Liberia, all messed up. Ralphie Highway that's supposed to be a gateway. Mostly when you're ready, just throw me a thumb and I'll bring you in. You're not ready yet. All right. So that's what we have. Okay. You're stuck. Okay. All right. Let me bring in Mosey.
Good evening, Mr.
Thank you.
Todd.
Thank you for joining. So again, folks, the orator said, don't suspend them, fire them. When will we get out of this thing here? Everybody, every one of us will leave. You have the opportunity, you want to leave. And some of us want to go back. Many of it, not me not specifically, but many people want to go back. But those who have nothing to offer
Why?
in this country, they go and put themselves together. They put themselves together, and then they decide to go and work for a political campaign. As a result of that, the political campaign, when they're successful, they bring new people on board, hoping that they will be able to do good. Nothing. Let me bring in Moses. Moses, thank you for joining me. What's on your plate,
There you
sir?
go. Good evening, Mr. Tor. Very
Thank
interesting
you.
topic today. To talk about the various things, issues that are facing Liberia, especially based on the orators' uh, uh, presentation in 26. And there were people who would get mad at orators every time. There were key issues you just alluded to that is really affecting our country when we talk about capacity building. We would send someone, the government would pay for someone, they would leave the country with Padam, they would leave the country, go out of the country for 3 weeks for a conference. And the government would spend close to $10,000 for that conference. Instead of inviting the conference to come to Liberia, pay the same $10,000 and have at least 10 or 15 people attend the presentation of that conference, they rather send one person out. And that person gets trained and comes back, and they keep it to themselves. And the thing is, it's for them. I know one guy who was, and I have a lot of respect for him. He came in the 70s. He went to school in Tennessee. He did financing, and he graduated in 1988. And what he did, he told his wife, told his children, the Liberian people paid my tuition to come to school. I owe it to the Liberian people to go back. He went back home. And he was working for the bank. And so he made a sacrifice. The only reason why he came back here was because of the fact that the war started and he had a U.S. citizen. They had to evacuate with a U.S. citizen. And because he was the only person with there, he left his wife back there with her other two children and came with the one that was born in the U.S. But they managed to reunite. Those are the sacrifices people need to make. One of the things that's on my mind with the topic you're talking about as we go along, when we talk about terminating people who have done wrong in administration is very important. But here what it is. One of the big things that I've observed is that among our people, we don't have enough public administrators. You see, we need trained administrators to take over the different departments. It's good to have someone at the Department of Justice that has a law degree, that is a lawyer. But the administrative duty is totally different from exercising the law. And I think that's where we made a lot of mistakes. And we see in the 21st century, in many other administrations, they look for people that are competent enough to do the job based on the job description. As a state, you need to provide the resources for the technocrats. The technicians, that's what you have, the operation department, administrative department, and all that stuff. You don't have to be a lawyer to be a minister of justice. Maybe if we're still looking at that route, then we can do. Let the vetting process go basically on what you provide that institution to begin to provide services to its people. Rather, we have everybody, assistant director, deputy directors, going before the Senate confirmation. And we have senators who confirming people who have no knowledge of the field that they're vetting the person on. The vetting process is already in place before that person was nominated. So why should the other people go and sit before a congregation and they're asking them questions that has nothing to do with the job related to their job or to their performance? And so I see that as a problem for our administrator and people running the country. They put people in position who, because you know this person, you know that person, so you compensate or you appease the people by giving them position. And like you just said, people go participate in the electoral process so that they can be rewarded positions, even if they don't have a clue what that position entails or the job description is. So these are some of the things that are really hurting our country, and I think the legislature, not that I don't want to beat the dead horse, but some of our legislators are just questioning people who don't even know the work that these people are going to be doing, the job description or the performance of the job, and they just ask random questions, and they say they confirm the person. We send too many people to the legislature or to the Senate to be confirmed. The minister or director propers, I think that's enough for a department. And that way, it gives the president the leeway too to be able to fire people directly than suspending them.
You see. Well, Moses, tonight is your night.
Yeah.
You just had
Okay.
a birthday, so talk until you get tired. Go ahead, give us some more.
Well, yeah.
Go ahead, give us some more. Let's hear from
well,
you more.
we talked. Yesterday. I was on the show, and I really commended the Liberian communities for this over the weekend. I was unaware that I didn't go nowhere. I stayed for the entire time. I wish I'd have an opportunity to go and mingle with people to see. But I can tell you, Mr. Toe, I've been in this country for a while. People who know me from the East Coast know my activities in the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, and so forth. And every July 26th, we will have these big programs, the Ali Barrow game in Rhode Island, New York, New Jersey, in particularly in Newark, Trenton, and thousands of people will show up. But never have I seen the kind of presence of Liberians than this weekend. And the media, the internet has given a lot of advantages. I mean, in Atlanta, Georgia, where they did. I mean, they went in there, had free food, and hundreds and thousands of people show up. Rhode Island, you could see the people, but my hearts go out to Minnesota, even though they had a little kerfuffle over there, and the police had to come. That it was very unfortunate that happened. But Minnesota stands at, as one of the achievements in Liberians coming together. When the governor came out and declared the Liberia week, and gave the people the time off to go and celebrate, I think it was a good thing. I think we're making headways. So how do we take that now and really organize fashion to start benefiting our country, Liberia, and building that unity needed, and that healing process? How can we take that? How can we emphasize on it? I mean, I think we built a good foundation this year. I think we can build upon what happened in all of these different areas, and we can coordinate these kinds of events for our next July 26th to become more meaningful. Even in Delaware, they had a series of events here, and the field was crowded yesterday when I watched it live. I couldn't go there, but I watch it, and I'm telling you, I mean, you name it. I think we did a hell of a thing. Liberians came together. That's what we want to see. And let's do something for the greater good. Let kind of modify that to do something for the greater good of our people in Liberia. We celebrating here and go home and just go into our homes and run our own business like we say. It's not enough. We have the platform now. They're recognizing us. We didn't have ICE coming in and raiding our Independence Day celebration. They know that Liberians are we're all immigrants. We're not saying we're illegal. We still wait to come here, but there was some level of respect that we got over the weekend. And they came to do anything these to invade us. So I think we have a platform that we need to capitalize on and start really thinking about how we benefit, we can get the greater good out of these kind of opportunities. I just wanted to say that. Our audience out there. And I'm sure what happened is that there are other places, I'm sure in Europe and other places, people have the 26 program. And collectively, We can do that individually in the different countries, but there has to be a coordination so that, we can start talking to each other on what we need to come out of it and send a stronger message to Liberia and see what we can do to start affecting some of the changes in Liberia at these celebrations. Mr. Top?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I'm listening. Thank you. You
Okay.
got any more story you
Okay.
want to give us?
Well, the other thing is that there's a lot of kerfuffles about the lady who got dragged by the police. I don't know how much you got your deputy. Um, is there anything that you've heard? Have you
No,
watched the videos?
it's all on you tonight, Mose. Everything is on you tonight. You go ahead and give us whatever it is you have to talk to us about. We're listening.
Oh, I heard a lot of, and there were people that gave a lot of commentaries on this incident with this lady, and folks, who were Muslims, came out and spoke objectively and kind of educated the community, educated me particularly. And there were a young man who came in and he said, listen, we are trained in the Muslim culture that the khalifa or something, the thing that the woman wear, that is a sign of respect. And the woman is not to disrespect authorities. And he spoke and said that this lady disrespected the law. And it's not in the Muslim religion to disrespect the law. You have to be respectful. And he said that in fact she instigated the incident. She should have just waited for her husband so the husband can handle it in the culture. That's what happened. The husband is the leader of the home, and he could have come. She could have said, okay, wait, but she ignored the folks who were there trying to straighten out, and that they had alleged there were electricity theft going on. And she responded the wrong way by throwing the bench at whoever she was throwing it at. And by that time, she was the aggressor. And there were, Muslims who came up and said it was wrong for them to do that, for her to do that, because there was a whole lot of things that happened. And then they show another lady who led the protest. It's a strong sedition, and she hangs around with the president a lot. And to think that this was all politically motivated, the protest, and it was not about really the woman being dragged out of the place or her hijab being taken out of her head, off her head. So those are some of the things that we need to get educated on more. But I think because of that incident, I got educated listening to the different commentaries.
Thank you, Mose. We appreciate it. Um,
Yeah.
any more of your story you got?
I watched another video this afternoon, and this guy, I forgot his name, but he goes around and said he bringing the news to people at the Nesido market. And he was talking about how deplorable the Nesido market was. The water, the sandbags in the building. At one point in time, I think this had a school on the third or fourth floor of the market. And there were people going to school in there. He showed the roof with the leaks all in the roof, tear in the zinc, and all of that, and how deplorable the place is. And he gave reference of when the building was constructed in 1983. And the building is still solid. You are an engineer. The building is still solid. What happened to the maintenance of the building? I'm looking at this and I'm like, this is a solid building. It needs maintenance. So what happened to the market who have had the opportunity since 1983 to sell their goods there? They couldn't, that I hope that they were not there just for nothing. If you're taking care, if you're there, I mean, do something. Clean after yourself. Do something to maintain that building, because that's where you sell your food and stuff. Just as a response to this commentary, what happened to the structure, to the market women organization, as far as the maintenance of those buildings, of the market? And he made a reference that that building was like that when Ellen went there. No one cared to renovate it after the war. And then uh, what happened is the former president, I was there. No one wanted to build the market. And mind you now, I think you play football on that field. You know Satan field on in Jagweta? You play over there before, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we used to play there in the 70s. I played football right there in the sand. That's where that building was built. Right there. We had a football field right there. We used to play. And that building was built over there in 1983. So ever since then, no one cared to renovate the building, to maintain the building. I don't think they ever painted the building. And it's just maintenance. It's a good structure. It won't take much. They don't have to reconstruct. They just need to really, clean the building, same, power wash it and do the painting and put a new roof on it. And the building is solid to go again for the market. But the market people got to take some responsibility for that. They can't just be in there selling market and they get up there, leave the place dirty and walk away. There has to be some structure put in place to maintain the building. If you're making market there and earning your income, you got to care for it. That's what I was looking at, and that's what's been on my mind. I don't know if you have anything else on your mind.
No, okay. Well, hold on. Let me make the announcement. Pastor Cummings, if you want to join us, let me know so I can send you the link. But Mose,
Uh-huh.
I got all your point, but
Mm-hmm.
some of the things that I just want you to talk as much as you can tonight.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
because tomorrow the door will be closed. But let's get okay. No, on a very serious note, all
yeah.
of the point that you put out here,
Mm-hmm.
give us some. If at all, if there are certain things you don't agree with, what
Mm-hmm.
do you think will be the fix on that?
Well, some of the things that I think we can improve on is the accountability piece for civil servants. We have the and training. Let me go into my specialty, the security training. We need to continue to build our security minds in that country, because if we need economic growth in that country, we need to look at security seriously and see what we can do. And I think they're paying attention to it. Money is coming in. Little money. People talking about, like the other day they were talking about $88 million for education, primary education, and all of that. They're all good. But if you don't have security, you can put that money somewhere and it will be wasted. The people would not be.
Mose, let me make the announcement, please. You will come back to your point.
Okay.
Walter Carter, I sent you the information already. Give me a call and join us. Let's go ahead, Mose.
Okay. So you want to bring word to culture? That's good. He was on yesterday.
And tell Lado Tabata and
No.
Mr. So refused to allow Rescue 3 to talk.
Rescue 3? Oh,
Yeah.
Rescue 3 came in and he spoke.
Yeah, he ain't tell you how I wanted Rescue 2 to talk plenty. But go ahead, Mose. We're listening.
Yeah, so we really need to look at our security thing and make sure how what we're doing for that nation. And security means, getting the citizens involved in that as well. We need to build a better police community relations. People don't know, but the community and police became an art since April 14. You know that. We were there for April 14. And it was alleged that the police were the one who were shooting at students. But some of us, we didn't agree with that, and that the soldier people were the one who were defending the students or the protesters. And we know what happened. I witnessed soldiers, because of the poor system that was in place as far as salary and caring for them. They went out on the street, and I was right on Camp Johnson Road from Red Blizzard Quarter, and the looting started right on Camp Johnson Road, and UN Drive when they started to shoot the um, uh, uh, um, the locks on those stores, and then they would lift the thing out. Everybody was just rushing there, and there were a lot of people who were looted, and they went all over Broad Street and went down Wallace. They started right there on UN Drive in Camp Johnson Road, and ever since then, because of the police interaction, who was supposed to keep the peace, and the Minister of Justice at the time, who was very adamant of really providing some security for the protester, it created a bad taste for the community, and the police and community relations got destroyed and damaged. And it's always been that case since after. So how do we rebuild that? Is the question. How do we begin to train police to really understand what their duties are? And one of the mistakes I think, one of the things that I think have contributed to this is that I don't know police, what are they required to do? 40 hours of training every year. But when you get trained, like the folks that got trained after the war in 2006, during the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf administration, I'm not sure if they ever went back for any kind of training. I'm not sure. The police academy only are graduate classes, and these people don't go on a yearly basis to do training. Because if you're looking to build a sense of security and to deter crimes, you need to be with the program. You need to advance yourself. As criminals advance every day, they're looking for different ways to commit crime. You should be looking for different ways to combat crimes, and to create and to make sure that the citizens are served correctly. I don't know if that is the case. I'm not sure when was the last time they had any kind of training for the police department. I mean, just something that's required for all officers on a yearly basis. And so that's what I think some of the things that they need to really start looking into. And it's not just for police, it's for the entire security apparatus. They're just happening all the time. Communication skills. During the middle of the week, I think last week, the president was supposed to travel to Manga, and I watched a video where they have officers or military or some EPS officers and they had the people sitting there for 5 hours, allegedly for 5 hours, and say, "Oh, the president coming, so nobody can drive in the opposite direction to go to Monrovia." So they had to park the car and were just sitting there. And these options to run the cabs and all do all that stuff, these things need to be really looked into and make sure that it doesn't happen, frequently. I think that was the first time I heard about it, but whoever made the mistake is good. I think there should be some response to that kind of behavior, see how they can correct it next time so that it won't happen. I know people were mad, especially the people that were traveling, but again, things happen. And, especially in the case of emergency, it may have been an emergency or a security threat for the president to travel around that time. And, like I said on the show the other day, the EPS that are guiding the president and the presidency have the right to advise the president and say, we can't go, if they find out there's threat going on over there, there's enemies of threat, they need to redirect the president. That's where they can talk to the president. They can let the president know we're not going there. We're not going to take you there because it's hazardous. It's a security threat, and this is our duty. We're protecting you. We're here. We can take the bullet for you. We can't go there. We can't do this. So these are things that I think we need to do for our country, our leaders.
Let's see. Okay. Well, again, folks, if you're listening, Samson told, and Moses Segway is here with me. Let me ask you this then. Do you
Uh-huh.
think all of these fixes that you want to put in place, our people, do they have the ability to accept those, or would they even understand the importance of what you have enumerated here tonight?
Well, the thing about it is that you cannot, that's what we're talking about the other day. Change is very hard for anyone. I mean, if you're used to doing certain things and somebody comes and say, just stop it, you can't stop it. The best way to sell these ideas is to get the people to have a buy-in. You got to tell them, you got to let them know the benefit of it, how they're going to benefit very directly, what changes, what impact is going to make on their lives. And there has to be example. So you know, and people who want to do that, like, I did some things here in these communities in the United States. And I went into revitalized communities. And some of the training that I did, what I did is I went in 2 days before the training and patrolled the communities, talked to people on the streets, talk to people in authority. And then the presentation was geared towards having a buy-in. And I did my presentation and I included things like, some of the things I did. If I went in the community, I asked them what school won the football, the football league this year. Which one of the school won the basketball league? And then you insert those things and look at and you can be able to use those as a training too. And once you do that, people say, oh, he's talking about our own community. And these are the benefits. Talks about those positive things that are happening in their community. And see how you can get them to have a buy-in and make it their responsibility. Tell them it's their responsibility. Let them take the lead in doing that. And you're not going to instruct them, you're going to work with them and let them know that if they don't do it, it's not going to happen. Once they have a buy-in, they're taking it run with it. And I know people are like that. If you go into the community, I was there about a year and a half ago. I went to a community, they had a group, a group of young men right there in Dwazo where I was stopping. And up to now, I'm staying in touch with some of them. They have their football game right there. Western Island lives. He got a football field right in front of his house. I went down there. I saw those guys, those young men and women. I had a conversation with them, and they're doing some amazing things over there. They took the initiative themselves. Started going into the community and talking. And those are things that we think we can work with. They're talking about this youth, this primary education and all that stuff. I worked with an organization in Liberia years ago. And let me mention this. The Excellency, His Excellency, Jose Yuma was the first highest official in office at the time. He was vice president to endorse. And I think he was on the board trustee or something of the Youth Crime Watch of Liberia. And the executive director name was Zor Tiller. And when Zor Tiller got in touch with us here, the Youth Crime Watch of America, and we put in a citation, a proposal to give an award to honor the then Vice President Jose Yuma Barker, with no hesitation, the Youth Crime Watch of America decided we're going to do that. The only thing is that His Excellency didn't make the trip, but the award was taken to Liberia by Zor Taylor and presented to him, and I believe he still has it. So we have a viable organization like the Youth Crime Watch of Liberia that have been around for a while, for at least 2 decades,
Let me
and they're
let
there.
me
They're still
bring Let me bring in Terry here to help you here tonight. Go ahead, Moses. Terry, good evening. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Moses.
The Youth Crime Watch is a viable entity that is in Monrovia that has expanded outside Monrovia, I believe. I worked with them. I was on their board of director for a number of times, a number of years, and they stay effective. They still have their website. They still doing things in this community. We need to tap into that. Those are the organizations I think the police can tap into to have a buy-in. And these are young people in the community trying to make their community safe. I think a good collaboration between the Youth Crime Watch of Liberia and the Liberia National Police will breed, I mean, positive results. Will breed positive.
Thank you. Thank you. We've been joined now by Terry. So your time now going to be 50-50 with Terry now.
What do you call him? The political reverend. Cut. Wait.
I knew exactly as soon as Terry came in, you know
Uh-huh.
who was gonna be next. So
Who
yeah,
is it?
he is. He was just waiting for Terry. As soon as Terry showed
Oh,
up, he
there
was
you
showing.
go. There you go. That's the man I'm waiting for.
So my job here tonight is to host all three of you. I have nothing to say tonight, not much to say. I'm just like the producer here, and I'll sit tight for you guys to have your conversation. Let's hear from you, Terry. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. What's on your mind? And within the next
Well,
5-10 minutes, I'll be opening the line. But let's hear from you, Terry.
there are several things flowing. The orator speech, the July 26th celebration, and they are the pause lifted up on the MCC stuff for Liberia. So many great things happening,
That
and
thing is still hanging up there, Terry.
well,
That's not
with
through
the
yet. Oh.
prospects,
Okay, all
we
right.
know that it's going to come true. It is going to come true.
Well, for you, when something, anytime something come from come from your mouth, because you're a man of God, anything come from your mouth, that's true. Yeah. Oh.
Look, no, my mother Baba don't make God strike me.
No, but God already gave you that power. The power you have that power. So whenever anything come out, you got that power in you.
Yeah, I know there
Right.
are some guys that are trying to put spin on it from the other network. That's why I told you the psychopath, the political psychopath. That's what they do. You understand? They try to put spin on it and all the kind of thing to twist on stuff. But the orator touched a nerve. And I must speak to this because I am from that category of preachers that he was talking about, even though I don't support some of the things that they do for money, so see in my life, blah, blah, blah. You go on my platform, I preach against it a lot. But I thought the orator was being biased in his position on that matter
Mm,
because he touched only the charismatic Pentecostal churches who love to do the kind of thing, but he did not touch the Baptist church. He did not go to the Baptist church. He should have mentioned that the Providence Baptist Church, where he was goon, where I myself hail from, was where the independence, the Declaration of Independence was signed 1940,
18,
1947. I mean
18,
1847,
18.
sorry. 1847, yeah. So it was signed in that particular church. What have Providence Baptist Church done? What have Providence Baptist Church done to transform? They're the ones supposed to take the blame for where we are. If you want to blame the church, they're the one. You know how they call Providence Baptist Church? The cornerstone of the nation. That's how they call Providence. The cornerstone of the nation. I was there. I was born in the Baptist church before I became charismatic Pentecostal. And those charismatic Pentecostal have absorbed more people from the society, and they are in as much they got the weaknesses, they do some funny thing, but they are transforming more people's minds in the community. They have helped more people than even the religious Baptist, Methodist, Episcopalian, and all the kind of tabata. All
Okay.
the denominations.
I think Pastor, let me bring in Gerald, Pastor Gerald, so he will join us here tonight
You know,
because this
yeah.
is the
So,
me. I part myself
oh,
a deacon.
you and Deacon Male, you and Dr.
Yeah,
Male on the same seat. The
no,
Deacon, you
my una deacon share a different from his own.
are,
Pastor Kumi, you had the number, you had the thing that string, you have 7DG 99GEIBG. So, Terry, go ahead, Pastor Cumming, you
yeah,
can
let me
join us.
learn
Like I
quickly.
said, I'm going to sit tight tonight and let you
So
guys have it.
why were you denigrate? And then he went, that's why I said he overreached. He went to the extent of saying that he would tell the legislature, he tempted to tell the legislature that any pastor that is found manipulating people, they should be they should be held, they should go to jail. So you
How
left the
you supposed to
meeting
write?
you're supposed to be talking on. Your message is about one nation, one people. You left that. You start going into something that you never had. I'm not saying you can't touch on it. It's good to touch on it. But you left your whole sermon now. You start attacking the people. Then, you know, that's not what it is. The problem is the preachers, the preacher who preached that, it could be a misinterpretation of scripture. Everybody understands the Bible differently. All right. So that is why today we have different denomination. We get better, all kind of things. So that's one of the areas that I already have problem with him. And I thought that he left he left his team and he went into some things that he had no business touching on. Even though he could touch on it, but he went too deep, he went too far. And I thought that I then needed to highlight that. But the 26 is saying to Keto then that you're not coming back. So I don't know how they're going to do it. But thank you, Leroy.
How is 26 telling Catalan and not coming back? How's that? Can you go a
The
little bit deeper?
26 is a sign. And the people say the poor suffering. Every time Spoon TV can be going all over the place, showing all the people then suffering, did that. When they get few late, sedition, they put them together, they say you're tall in the mic. Yeah, oh, we suffering, and they did it. Now, the 26, does the 26 that was celebrated in Liberia know that the people suffering, that the way, I'm not saying the people not suffering, I myself believe that so. But the way they projecting the suffering to us, does that 26 that we saw on TV, I'm talking about the one in the diaspora, the one in Liberia, does it look that the people suffering?
So why the president put a committee together to do the suffering?
The
Uh,
president got to appease the people. They know that probably get too much sense. That's why I say CDC will not make it. The old man get too much sense. You know, when people talk, the old man got to come and say, you know what? Let Allah will doing something. You know, we got to Allah that children there. So let Allah will doing something to make them to calm down small. Yeah,
wow,
but
wow.
nothing.
Okay, let me bring in Walter Carter. I said I was not going to bring you on today because Mr. So didn't like my not, Rescue 3 to talk last night. I felt I was not going to bring you up. But, I'm a liberal. My heart is soft. My brain is not good and not that smart. So, because of that, I will let you say something. Let me hear you. Walter Carter, you got anything to say?
Nothing to say. Just want to listen to the political.
Okay, good night.
Why you treat, why you treat
The
with
thing
the
you're doing, so I don't want to feel it because when CEO kind of then that trouble I take.
why you always say you
Walter Carter, good
Uh,
evening. Let's hear from you, my brother.
I'm on your side. I'm with you, okay?
I like to say hi to the liberal, progressive, political guru, wannabe politician, and celebrity. Uh, the analyst here for the security aspect of LPR and the political remedy. So
Let me bring it. Okay, yes.
the
Okay.
political remedy just spill a lot of tabata here. Real tabata in real time.
Mm.
You understand? So as far as the citizen coming by, they up the CDC, another sedition. I used to be a we are I'm an independent. When we get to the 2029, then we'll
Let
decide
me ask you that. I
where
don't
we
mean to
at.
interrupt, but let me ask you that. When the last time a reaction become non-reaction, or
I ain't
reaction
say
is a reaction,
I ain't say
you'll never
as
change.
I
So
never
don't
told
don't
you.
don't try to mislead us here.
No. I
Once
said
a reaction, always a reaction.
we are is not it's not time for election right now. So when that time comes,
But Pastor Kuhn, but Pastor Cumming, we don't see your picture yet, though. So please see if you can do your picture. Go ahead, go ahead.
when that time comes, we will decide where we going. As of now, President Weah is not running. There's no election right now, so we'll be independent and we'll be constructive to the conversation. So when I listening to the orator, like I said yesterday, when I listened to the orator spoke the language the Liberian people, the common Liberian people are speaking to the government. The orator said the people are sinking. The people are sinking, that the country is hard. The people are sinking, that the security situation in the country is bad. The people are sinking, that the governance is bad. So, to qualify what the people said, the Millennium Challenge, Honor President Joseph Newman Boaka, the 50 years experienced leader, the father of the nation, the park race car, the once park race car
You're
who
not gonna get me out
engine
of. You're not gonna get me to can't join you tonight. So
by
where you want to
you, I want the flow. The fact that you coming to even say something to me, right now I can see you where you are and not easy jumu jumu. So so yeah, tabula rasa everything. So so the people, the MCC, Gray Joseph Boaka government getting a failed mark in governance, in security, in child and women, the child the children and women era, they graded and fail miserably flat. So when we speak about good governance, the government got no record. And the Liberian people been saying it. You can lie your way to power, but you can't lie while you're in government. The people will see right through you. When they talk about security, it's not there. So these are not things that only Liberian people crying. The international community looking at this government. The American look at the government and they grade the government. So when Terry come here and talk about the Baptist preacher preaching what he was once part of, isn't it true that we got Pentecostal pastors, some Pentecostal pastor that robbing our people in broad daylight? Pastor, what will come and tell you say you must pay $500 for $500 blessing? Pastor that teaching people to speak in tongue. What time you not hear a Baptist pastor teach the congregation to speak in tongue? When the Bible, and I know Cummings will come on, Pastor Cummings, when the
he's
people on
here.
the day,
Let me bring him on.
when the people on the day of Pentecost was speaking in tongue, the Holy Spirit fell on them and they were speaking in tongue. People who were passing by knew those people that they were this tongue they were speaking in that were not their native tongue. And those people who understand it, the people who interpret what I was saying. Today, yeah, anybody can stand up anywhere and say blah, 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 blah. People teaching people how to speak in tongue. The men were telling you that these people are fake in other words. And then you come here, you won't condemn him for what he said. Didn't the Bible say, be aware of false prophets? Not everyone who said law will enter the kingdom of heaven. Can you take that word and say it is wrong? Today, when we see a lot of fake pastors throwing go out on people, they're throwing go out on people on TV. That was Pentecostal pastor there. What are you not hear a Baptist pastor throwing go out on somebody? Or a Methodist pastor throwing go out on somebody? Terry, y'all want to be, I will not even go that route, but You guys should not do that. When where we are, when the flock, when the people who's supposed to be leading the children of God, when they are going on the wrong path, like you will look at a politician going on the wrong side and say the politician doing wrong, stand up and call it for what it is. Not because you're Pentecostal.
Thank
I
you.
don't believe in no church that are older than me.
Thank you.
I mean,
Thank
that are
you.
older than. I believe in the old gospel, the churches that are older than me. That's why I believe in. The new churches today, you can count people that have come out. You can know that the mega pastors, how they are preaching for money, prosperity, and they are robbing our people in broad daylight. And you come on
Thank
the
you.
show to talk about it.
Thank you, Pastor Cumming. Thank you for joining us. Let me first of all, family, Kona family, good evening. Thank you for staying with us here, all the watching us all the way from Switzerland. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Pastor, let's hear from you. And good
Good
evening.
evening.
Thank you for joining us.
Good evening, Mr. To, and let me say good evening to the panelists and to your viewers and listeners. I want to use this opportunity to say congratulations to the Liberian people. A job well done. Is a clear indication that there is a change in the making. It's a clear indication that we're getting somewhere. I hope and pray that this will continue. Like Brother Moses said earlier on, we have an opportunity now, even though I was not part of the celebration in Minnesota here, but because my partners of my network had a surprise prayer section for me, so I couldn't leave them after, you know, all the activities that was planned. I never had the opportunity to go out there to see Liberians celebrate their independence here in Minnesota. Unfortunately for us, we had a situation here. But I hope and pray that the leaders in
Mm-hmm.
the community will seize the opportunity to appeal to Liberians to conduct themselves, because we had a proclamation already, and that is a good sign. It's like, yeah, we're
Yeah.
getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere with that proclamation, and
Mm-hmm.
hope we can utilize the opportunity to sell our community, sell our ideas, and market our country as well. But like Terrence said earlier on, um, I listened to the national orator, and it's not my first time, Mr. Toll. Most often, I will listen to the the national orator when they come out to speak, and he spoke very well. I like the energy in his voice, but when it came to the church, he was biased. He was totally biased. Biased in the sense that I'm not talking about where he talked about people praying for people for money. I've been a broadcast journalist and station manager, radio and TV for 14 years, Mr. Toll. I brag and boast and beat my chest. No government official, no political party, no presidential candidate or legislator will tell you that that guy was a blackmail journalist. They will tell you that I was very difficult to deal with because the ethic of journalism I upholded until I left the media. And I brought the same thing to the church. I don't even pray for people for money. That is unethical. But let's look at the part where he said the people are keeping the people in the churches for hours, they're fasting and praying. Which Bible is he reading? Some of those parents who go to those churches where they are praying for people and fasting and praying, their sons are in the ghettos. Their daughters are on prostitution. Their sons and daughters are being molested. The church he's coming from, the Provident Baptist Church that he comes from, that church is infested with all kind of people, thieves and criminals who sat in government yesterday and stay in government, have done nothing to improve the livelihood of the Liberian people. Likewise, the young people. So he was biased when he started moving towards the church. I understand the church has a problem. The church over the years
has brought herself into public ridicule with some of the fathers of the land, from the Baptist Seminary to the Liberian Council of Churches, to the full gospel ministers, to the prophetic call to ministers, including diaspora pastors. Mr. Toll, you and myself was here 6 years ago. How many Liberian pastors in the diaspora wrote a newsletter and said, let's give it to Liberia Public Radio, calling on President Weah, who used the pulpit to say that Gifty Laman and Abba Peter were making love in the car they died. Use a pulpit. How many pastors? Or the atrocity, the rampant corruption in our country. How many pastors, let's say from the Baptist church, there were folks who were senators and representatives from that very Baptist church that he come from. When was the last time this national orator, I spent 15 years in the media, when was the last time he was vocal on issues of national concern? None. Every time they come, they portray themselves with beautiful English, nice narrative. The last time I checked, the one person who did that and went into government and flunked was the former information minister, Dr. Lawrence Brooklyn, who also came from the Baptist church, I think the Methodist church, who also flunked when he went to government. Where Tuwedo came from? Where Tablado came from? Where Edwin Snow came from? Isn't that the same Baptist church? Joel, not the same Baptist church? You know, sometimes they tend to portray themselves to be saints and angels. It was that same Baptist church that never spoke on the issue of Angel Maida Toba when one of their own was allegedly involved into the death of Angel Maida Toba. When was the last time was he really vocal on issues? But you know, sometimes when their friends or their fraternity brothers give them the opportunity to speak, they tend to portray an image that they're speaking for the Liberian people. At the end of the day, you find them in government. And when they sit in government, they don't do anything. And that's the thing that is on my mind. And when I preached today, I gave him an open challenge. I know some of the people from his constituents would think that I'm a biased preacher. No, I understand that the church has a serious problem. And you know, Mr. Toll, the side part of it is this. The Liberian diaspora pastors, when Bishop Darlington Johnson wrote a piece that the church flunked, they never went after Bishop Johnson, but when I took it, they went after me and called me a political preacher. I said, I don't know which seminary you'll go to, but the last time I checked, Paul said, the kingdom of God is not only in word, it's in power. So when he talked about the church keeping people, the fasting and praying, I wonder which Bible he's reading, because the last time I checked, when Peter was locked up in Acts chapter 12, verse 5, the Bible said constant prayer was offered for Peter. The church prayed until even when Peter was released, the church, when Peter got to them, they thought it was a stranger. So people must not pray for their sons and daughters who have gone astray. When was the last time that national orator, and Bishop Reed or Dr. Reed have been so vocal on the medical malpractices that are unfolding in the country? Were they vocal 6 years ago? They were not. I'm not a unity partisan, because I already know that the unity party, the direction they're proceeding in to win a next 10 election, it's going to be a tough one for them. It's really going to be a tough one. Somebody will put up a tough fight for them. That is something that I know. But when these people speak, Mr. Toll, every time they come out to speak, I take their clip, I keep it. And I watch to see what they would do after that event. Would they be more proactive in their churches, or would they be more proactive in their institutions? The answer is no. They are never proactive. Once they speak, they sarge them or crown them, or the newspapers run with it. And you know, sometimes after us now, people in the media listen. They sensationalize the story. The next thing you know, that story, they're going to keep that story. They watch the newsmaker make news, but then they don't follow up. They don't even do let's say, republish the story. In fact, you can write, fire, or start suspending people and print 1,000 copies the return will be more than the sale because our people don't read. They don't keep newspapers in their archives and say, tomorrow I will go follow, I'll go follow the paper. But let me help you, Keton. Every time you speak, you go somewhere, and sometimes I wonder whether you understand the rudiments of communication or you understand some of the issues. Because what Terence said earlier on, and I often say to people, I will not speak on security matter as compared to Brother Moses because he understands the rudiments of the security language. I don't. I can do a research and sit with Brother Moses and we talk from now to tomorrow morning. But I will say this to you, Brother Kettle, let not your love for we are sharing or I'm not where we are sharing, I'm an independent. Don't let those things supersede you. Do a lot of research, especially if you want to argue on biblical issues. Do research. Do a serious research. And the reason
So,
why I will not argue with you because
mhm.
if you go down the line of scriptures, you will leave behind.
Yeah. Excuse
You muted the
Walter
liberal.
Walter Cutter will come to you know how the rules are here.
No,
We'll
I see
come
you
to you.
muted.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Mr.
thank
Toad.
you.
Thank you, Mr. Toad. Thank
Thank,
Mr. So. Thank Mr. Toad, rather. Thank you so much.
thank you. Yeah. That other person, he and Walter Cutter they together. See? But let me throw the question out there. This guy here, this Don, the Reverend guy, is he related to Edward Dunn?
I want to believe so.
Yeah, because when you go to uh, uh, one of the Tuber's brothers' wife died, and they
Mhm.
listed him as well. They listed, I think maybe he's Elwood Dunn nephew, not cousin, most likely nephew. But anyway,
Mhm.
let's move on here. I will, but let me warn you guys now because we're gonna be over. We're gonna go over maybe 15 minutes tonight. Moses really had a good time here. So when Moses, I'm gonna come to you, but I'm at the same time I'm gonna open the line. So when there's any call that comes in, I will hold you to your thought and let me take the cutter and we'll come back to you. So write down your train of thought, whatever it is you want to talk about. But mostly let's hear from you. You heard the three brothers here. And like I said, tonight I'm going to be silent and stay on the good side. And folks, I'm going to actually use free Chinese phone. It's not a Chinese phone. This is a phone. This is free of any Chinese virus. It doesn't act up. It is very straight. You call me, it will pick up your call. So I'll put a number up. Mostly, let's hear from you.
Yeah, I'm
Will
not.
it pick up breakable call?
Oh,
Except for Brigable.
and I said,
Except
pick
for
up
Brigable.
unbreakable.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've heard the three, brothers, and I think they speak eloquently on their stance on issues. For me, I'm not going to get into the biblical connotation of what happened with that speech, and I just want to share that, as an orator, when you're given the right to come and do a narrative, especially for that, you go and do your research and you do what you need to do. And I've now listened to the whole speech, so I'm not going to analyze the speech. I'm not going to have a shared sentiment with anyone regarding the speech. However, I hope that we can get the bigger message out of the speech. If he spoke on the churches, and I can tell you my experience with the churches has been in Liberia, especially, is just very notorious. The last time I was in, the first time in Liberia after a long time, I stopped with someone who lived next to a church, who lived next to a place where they have four churches. And these churches, all through the day, through the night, the Holy Ghost, beating drum. They put big speakers outside and they're disturbing the community. Uh, from what the community did, it took one guy.
Mostly, just hold on 1 minute. Let me make an announcement.
Yeah,
Folks, the number is here. It's not the usual number. So if you call the number, you think that it's here. It's not. This number, like I said, this is a free of Chinese virus. This is a good phone. 916-330-9721. So if you call the other number, assuming that's what I have up here, it's not the case. They're still calling it. All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Moses.
Okay. So my experience in Liberia is that, the people wake up early in the morning and they go into church. And they stay in church for 24 hours because you hear drum beating and you see loudspeakers outside and they preach it all over the place. Which is, I know, I mean, people got the freedom of worship. But I'm telling you, most of those people are there doing that under different influences. They want to gather down. People using the church to build schools, and those schools are not equipped enough to teach anything. Every church has a school now in Liberia. So it's all across the board for my own experience that I've seen in Liberia. And they've taken that outside Liberia too. We got a lot of pastors. We got a lot of people here who are Liberian pastors. I was living in a community once upon a time, and they had a ministerial alliance, and they would not even get along. I managed to have been the leader of the Liberian community once upon a time, twice in two different areas. I was chairing a committee to do 26 celebration, just like this. I went to the evangelist, Liberian churches, and I told them we needed to, we wanted to include in the program that Sunday to have a service, Thanksgiving service together. It never happened. So then I asked myself, I said, so what God these people are serving? They got the individual church, but everyone said, well, I got my own congregation coming. I cannot, take my congregation and go. I cannot give up. And I proposed to them. I said, we can have this intercessory service to celebrate the July 26th. And we got all these different Liberian churches, at least once a month. Everybody go together and worship at one church.
Thank you, Moses. So let me ask you this question, and Terry, let me come to you and ask you this
My
question.
conversation, you said thank you.
Moses, you know how many times you know how many hours you spoke tonight?
No,
I beg you.
know, but tell me,
Moses, I
Analyst,
said
the
thank
security
you.
analyst.
I said thank you. Yeah. Good thing, job. But why can I not calling you because you and the people are going to fight over the puppet? No, we're not going. Moses, like, no, you're not going
Mr.
that way.
Moses are the red
You were
man
going
for
to
that
say
job.
no. You are going to hold in. He said no, you're not going there. And Moses, let go. The people would no, you're
That
not
job
going.
Kofi will
Ah,
the red man for that.
yeah. Let me come to you, Terry. Let me come to you. Moses, that's why I let you spoke all by yourself to enjoy yourself.
But brother, I said, Jack gave me one. He said, close it. Let's see.
I said, thank you, Moses. Thank you, Moses.
I mean, I'm feeling that one. And then he said, okay, I'm feeling. Right. We'll go. I'll wait for the next time.
All right. Let me come to you, Terry. And this is just a general question here.
Yeah.
And it's not just necessarily for this orator that spoke, but it seemed to me that okay. Let me take this caller. Where? Oh Jesus. Caller, what's your name? Where you talk? Hold on 1 minute. Hold on. Let me put this thing back.
Your Chinese phone is messing up.
No. Chinese phone is good. The Chinese phone is good. Caller, are you there? Hold on. The Chinese phone, I used it before. Okay, here we go. Caller, are you there? What's your name? Where you're calling from? What's your mind?
Hi, Mr. Two, and hi to everybody. I'm for everybody name one. But my name is Ambrose. I'm calling from Louisville.
Thank you, Ambrose.
Mr. Two, you were talking about something nice. We wanted to talk about, but since the two political pastors are coming to change the whole topic to different directions. Yeah, I really wanted to talk about why Liberians.
But Ambrose, you have the ability to set things aside. Why can't you address what you want to address and forget about the people you're naming?
Because they rub the wrong way. The way they come on, the way they discuss issues, they don't sit right with
So that mean that mean it took all of the point you wanted to make for whatever reason you say you wanted to call first. That took away that. Now you have to respond to them, right?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. The one
Yeah,
year
because
level like bro.
first Derek came on the show, we talk about unifying Liberia or unifying Liberians, but he had an issue because people take the day to celebrate the Independence Day. Now he thinks it's a sign the government is doing a good job in Liberia, which is not. It's not true because if the government is doing and you asking, why the president is asking the bad president to investigate why things are so high or things prices are not reflecting what is the rate is talking about. But in his mind, because Labrin came out to celebrate, and mean the country is everybody is enjoying in the celebration. Yeah, we are Liberians. That's why we may not agree with the government in power, but that don't make us to say, because the government in power and our independence, we should stay move.
Okay.
And they have no issue with the auditor. Hey, I don't know you're a pastor, so they can rub people the wrong way. But this is not an issue. Let just move forward and take the good part of it instead of losing our life or trying over something that they want to you're taking APR not to dispute or to revoke what he says. It don't make no sense.
Okay. All right. Are you done or you got some more?
I got a lot, but I'm going to hold it line for so long. But, Terry need to just be a political analyst and be a politician and forget about the preaching because, man, I'm scared. I'm going to look for that church
you way over there in Kentucky. You way over there in Louisville. That the main church in Minnesota. Why you coming to worry about? You coming to pay? You will fly from Louisville.
Yeah, I used to go to Minnesota. I got a lot of people that live in Minnesota.
So you'll go look for Terry Church.
Yeah, I won't go see.
Well, all I say, if you go look for a church, you must just make a heavy donation. You don't have to attend. Give me
I don't want to listen to the sermon. I want to be here to listen to the sermon he preached.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I like Terry. I don't have nothing bad against Terry.
I know that.
Sometimes the thing he says sometimes it
can
baffle
my
me.
man.
I love Terry. I don't have nothing against him.
Yeah.
I just believe, sometimes the thing he say, I really do like him, but some of the thing he say, it's sure I can be saying, man, this is a pastor, but it was something he says.
But wait now, let me ask you this, Amber. Will you prefer Terry to come here just because he wants to please few people or please few people here and there, that he be dishonest with you and not speak his mind?
No, I'm not censoring his speech.
No,
I'm not censoring
no, I'm not saying you censure him, but what I'm saying is, do you want him to come here and say, "Oh, I don't want Amber to feel bad," so he comes and says some things that most likely they are not even true, but because perhaps people, or do you want him to come here and be truthful to himself and be truthful with you and say exactly what is on his mind? Don't you appreciate that?
Yeah, I appreciate everything that you said. I just listened to it, but he's violating one of his rules of church or pastor. That's why they get separation between politics and church.
But this is Liberia Public Radio. This is not a church. So how you will hold him for that?
No, but he's have a church. He have a church.
Yeah, but when he comes here, when he comes here and make a statement, he's not saying according to the Bible or according to my preaching here today. He's not making any other statement. He doesn't even if you guys don't even mention it, he doesn't even evoke his pastoral position. That's not what he does.
He just did it this afternoon.
Okay.
Well, you don't listen to me.
I don't think I will win that one. I forgot it. Okay.
No, but he just said it. I'm just saying, but because my brother said it violating their design because America is clear. It's politics and church don't go together.
Okay. All right. Thank you for your position, Amber. Thank you very much.
No problem, bro.
All right. So Moses is not here, guys. The number is out. We got about 5 more minutes and we'll be out of here. The number is out. So Moses is not here now. Walter Carter having issue in joining her. But Terry, I was going to ask a question earlier, and the question was, since I've been paying attention to the orator business, and since President said it, there have never been an orator that comes out and make a statement, and the statement seemed to be uh, people in unison accept the statement. All the orators, they always have issues that people one way or the other don't like. Is it because they're doing those because they believe like art? If you sculpture, if they make something and people eh, like it, then a sculpture is not that great. But if you make something and have some people turn off and what have you, according to some of the stuff that I've been reading, then that sculpture it seems to be evoking some emotion, which is supposed to do. You think these people are doing that to evoke some sort of emotion in us, and perhaps not necessarily they believe in that, or this is just something that just happened because people want to make statement, and a lot of Liberians most likely not going to agree on all of them.
Well, liberal, to be honest with you, the Baptist preachers that they are trained to that art. They know how to set the pace for you to be in the message. They know how to do it. They know how to create something. But is it coming from a real place? No. I can tell you that for sure. Because the Baptists are also part of the Masonic. If you don't know, they most of them join the Masonic.
So
You know,
they are the
but
society people.
yes, the
Oh,
Baptists,
boyo,
the Methodists.
the boyo from Maryland country.
Well, I don't want to go on that boyo side because yeah, but the most of
You
them
from
are part
Maryland,
of,
but you also from Maryland, right?
yeah, but they
But
must be
you're not
part of
part of the
secret
boyo.
or dedical us. But what I'm saying, what, what I'm saying is I'm not part of the
Terry.
blazing. God forbid I will never
Yeah.
jump. But the
Okay.
Baptists, most of the preachers, once you reach certain level in the Baptist something, isn't it? When you gotta be part of the basic. And there are other things that are part of them. I don't even want to talk it here because they will open a whole can of worms. But Mr. Moses says something. Number one, you know, you talk about how
Go
noise,
ahead, Terry. Go ahead,
noise
Terry.
jumping all over the place, the people playing noise, and you know the church can be making noise and all that kind of thing. So what will you say about the entertainment centers that every corner you pass, you got an entertainment center with big sound and people booming, boom, boom, the boom. How do you live in that kind of environment? You didn't talk about that. On Sunday night in Monrovia, if you're living in Monrovia on Sunday, all the entertainment centers can be full and everywhere can be noisy. You understand? So if the people decide to go and pray for maybe 40 days or 30 days, what will you say about the women? Do you know what end our war? Our mothers,
David, just hold on. Let Terry land, then we'll come to
our
you.
mothers were on the field in the sun for days. I don't know why like people quit to forget. When God bless us with small things, then we just forget. What will you say about the Muslim people? The Muslim man, the Fuller man, he can close his shop. He pray 5 times a day. Every year he fasts 1 month. He fast 1 month. He closes his shop as Liberians stay in line, and he goes and pray before he come to open his shop. What will you say about that? So you know when people, because when they come to charismatic pastor, when they come to the pastor then part, Liberians know how to chew them, but they can't move on the pastor then do. That they don't want to be secretly calling the men of God in the net to pastor, the other thing happen. Please pray for me. Today, most of us in America, because of press. For me, our bad. I used to smoke, I used to get high, everything. My grandmother went on her knees to pray for me for days. She fasted for me. So when people would be talking about, oh, you pray, I was surprised when Emmett, You know that, but that leave it. Take your call, Liver. I won't go into
Thank
all
you.
those kind of things.
Thank
Take your
you.
call.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Davis. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Go ahead.
Hey, Mr. Tom, how you doing?
Thank you. Thank you. Rescue 3. Thank you.
Where is the fuller interpreter?
Who the fool? Who the fool are
He
interpreter?
ran away. Oh, he's in the back, Liver.
And they come in like
Yeah.
yesterday.
Oh, fuller interpreter. I didn't even see it yet. Fuller 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 interpreter.
When you know Dido McCoy Jalo.
You know, God, your government is honest, Mr. Tom.
Mm.
Yes, you know, the thing that destroy our country, Mr. Tom, is they too much and they travel lazy. It is another try doing something better instead of all our putting our hand together to improve the country. And some other people see that when I'm a try man or when I'm a countryman, I don't think I can work with the person. But to me, Nigeria is for every one of us. If anything good happen, the country happen for every one of us. When the country go behind, not progressing, we suffer it. And so now the topic that you brought up concerning the speed and this and that, it's a view of the orator. But then to me, it's whether you were wrong or you were right. It's like you are not suffering. For me, the problem that we have now is the leadership. I'm a member of the rescue team. You are a member of the rescue team. Terry is a member of the rescue team. But when the rescue is not going to the direction in which we voted them to go, don't be frank and say the truth. It's the truth. You see, you should see the number of calls that you receive in the return from your same way. Look at your same way alone.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that when the country is progressive, people will call you that in that manner? No. And the thing that destroy the country also is there too much of their mushroom party that don't have to wait. And during the election period, when they now win, they go, you get in the car and give their support to you, and you got to bring that on board. And many of them come on board, they're not performing. To me, the president, and these people that he brought on board, they're not performing. That the right thing, the orator said, fire them. Bring in competent. There are a lot of competent people in the country. Both Liberia and America and Europe. And if other people are not performing, remove them and bring in people because you see me as a statement, you see me as a father of the nation. And you see the kind of thing that happening in your government. They say something now they finally getting a committee set to be investigating what? You have people, you have potential people that's on the fire, and they're in the government, you getting they sit down on the money in your government. But they see keeping them because of collaboration.
Thank
I
you.
don't think that's the nation, Mr. Too.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry yesterday the so-called CEO didn't let you talk, but thank you.
Yeah, I'm calling about the final interpreter.
Yeah.
We are here, and thank you for the show because the topic tonight is very important for everyone of us, Mr. Too.
Thank
and
you.
thank you, Mr. Too.
Thank you. Thank you. I think you'll be the last caller for the night. And Esther, really appreciate your call. And this is what she also saying, Terry, don't run away from your shadow. Uh, but let's go ahead. Let's go to Pastor Cumming. Give us your closing here as well, and then Walter Carter say he came in. He will take us home there.
Well, Mr. Toll, when I grew up around the beach, the Atlantic Ocean, to
In
be
Monrovia,
precise, in the borough of Newtown,
oh wow,
in Fantitan, Popo Beach, right around the old Sinsa Kellerman, where Toba was trying to build our road as far as Hotel Africa before the coup. When you go to rescue people, you don't go in front of them. They will kill you. So you go from the back. And when you rescue them to safety. I think the government need to buckle up in the sense that our people are indeed suffering. I run a popular prayer program on one of the local FM stations in the country. Every time people call me and say, Pastor, I want you to pray for me for a job, in my mind, I'm looking, where would this guy go to get a job? How many companies are there in the country for him to get a job? Where would this sister go to get a job? How many companies are there in the country? I think these are the things that motivated these people to vote for a change so they will get a better opportunity, better security. Because 6 years ago, when you speak, a Mr. Wilton Ketter, my own family man, will go to a particular platform and be calling me a political pastor at that platform because I differ with the government on issues of national concern. So this government, the ball is in her court. She do well now. Whoever replaced President Boaka from the Unity Party might likely win. Until then, I think it's going to be a difficult ball game for them because 99% of the people that were on the reign in the trenches for this government, they are crying. I know that for a fact because I'm on a local FM station in Monrovia and I listen to the plight of the people every Wednesday, every Friday. So the government, the president, we shouldn't go back to just suspending people. If a man is corrupt, let him go to the LSCC or go to the legal process to exonerate himself.
Right.
Let him go to exonerate himself. That's the best way out. Because Mr. Many years ago, 99% of our brothers who came from the diaspora were the ones who were introducing GMA officials to corruption. And that's still continuing in our country. So to see people who were crying yesterday on President Weah, now the board is in the court, set precedent. Set precedent. If somebody is not performing, is not performing at all.
And there's nothing you're going to do to bring him
Not,
up to speed.
there's nothing you're going to do.
You just
Because you
don't have
came
it.
to rescue me, right? Once, if you were drowning today, God forbid, I can't come in front of you to save you. I got to go. I got to dive on you or go on the side and go to the back to bring you to safety. I want to save your life. And so the life of the Liberian people is in the hands of this government. What they do today will determine their tomorrow. If they do well, fine. If they don't, somebody will come in to replace them until we find a better alternative. Like you know my stand. Mr. Weah, I know he's not coming back. I said it prophetically. Mr. Ketter went home. He started boiling hot water to come back for me. But now you know that he's not coming back. Thank you, sir.
He's not convinced yet. Thank you. Thank you, Pastor. Thank you. Walter Carter, uh, because of
Thank you,
the two.
thank you, thank you for that.
Walter Carter, I haven't even let you tell you. Because of the two pastors that are on my show tonight, and because of the Spirit of God that is present,
Thank
I
you.
will
Thank
let
you, Mr. Tool.
I will let you speak.
Thank you.
Let's hear
Which
from you.
one? You boil water tonight?
Thank you so much. I like that piece, the last piece. So I read it when I went home and I heated myself good so I can stand and be able to confront my own cause and the political pastor standing up there, sitting up there. That's what I want to go to. So on a serious note, right? We do not have voting rights in our country. The Liberian people will speak on, I think, October or November 2029. Liberian people will speak. And I can assure you, just like you said, if this government does not deliver,
Mhm.
President Weah is coming back. And he will come back even more than the percentage he want in the like election that bring to power.
I love
That's
this.
my prophetic. That's that prophecy I'm telling you right now.
You don't even own a pope. Are you a
They
gay
gotta
God?
elect. They
Wait,
I
gotta
beg
elect
the
you.
the guy.
liberal,
Before
No,
you
the
no
man is
before you
independent.
the
no
man
but
is
before
even
no
a
no no
prophet.
Liberal,
you
Will
can't be
prophesy.
independent.
you
So
can't
let
be
him
this
prophesy.
ridiculous. You don't he doesn't even own a bench in a
No,
church.
So
It doesn't
ask your
matter,
question,
liberal.
liberal.
He's
When you
no,
see
no.
that
independent.
they
His
show you,
power of prophecy.
Mr.
yeah, give
Todia,
me
keep
chance.
the
Let me
prophecy. Don't let wait.
keep them.
The Bible
Yes.
says, "Who will say a thing and come to pass if the Lord
I
has not
try to save
commanded
Man.
you,
it?"
but you don't listen. Go ahead. We'll
No,
keep it.
you can't save me. I save already.
We'll keep it. You
My
will eat
salvation
crow.
is with me. My salvation is with me. So when you
Okay.
can, you pray all your tapata prayer on the thing. Yeah, will listen to it. I can tell you say why you praying tapata on the
Now,
show.
liberal pray. What about
That my go ahead.
they pray like we don't hold him in the
On
way.
a serious though, on a serious though, on a serious
Yeah,
though.
go
So
ahead.
this is the thing, right? Um, you know, I listening to my call, I listen to Terry. And it's good that people call on a show to inform, and Brother Moses alluded to it. The proliferation of churches in our country. And not everybody. I know they got some genuine pastors who are seeking the Lord, the good face of the Lord, and they are leading the people the right way. But the majority of the Pentecostal movement, the way they came out, the way they push the narrative in a society, and then only to find out it was about prosperity. Today, you can go to Liberia, and it's not a story somebody telling the side. People go to church from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday. They go to church 7 days.
But you're
Churches
not
that will
working.
never hold
If
on,
you're not working,
hold on,
where is going to
brother,
be?
hold on.
You're not working. Where
Churches,
is going to go?
brother, hold on now, brother. You are talking
Okay.
after.
All
Listen
right.
to y'all.
Let's give him one more second.
Churches that we used to go to church only Sunday, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, by 12, 1 o'clock, we home. The church is having two. I talk about even the Methodist Baptist church now. They're having two services, maybe three. What all those things for? Money. Lying to the people when you could empower the people. There's a video I don't know if I share some of the video in our chat room. They got the Chinese kids, probably from 5, 6 years old, all the way to 10. These children are fixing stuff. They are making quilts. They are learning how to put toy machine together,
You were there
knowing all the
6 years ago.
different parts. And then they show the African kids. Their parents teaching them to speak in tongue. Blah, 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 blah.
Thank
And
you.
that's the reason why, Mr. Pro, we're talking something that will benefit our nation.
But that doesn't mean I
Or
can't go
you
to sleep.
blaspheming on the
No, my
level.
time finish. You let Kumi talk for 4 hours, the other man talk for 10 hours. You want me
All
to
right.
talk for
You
only
got
one
you
second?
got you got 30 more
Oh,
seconds. Go ahead.
Thank you. See, the labor, you're very kind, man.
You got 5 and 15 more.
No, so on a serious note, if we, I'm not saying the church is a bad place, but let's start fooling our people. Let's start fooling our people. The last time God sent manna from heaven, it was in the desert when the children of Israel are crossing. He gave us the ability to work with our hands, our brain, to make ourselves self-sufficient. You can go to the church whole day and get on your knees and pray. You're not dropping manna from heaven if you don't get up to go work. We should start encouraging our people. And this is what this pastor was saying. They got so many people in the country today fooling our people. You see how children are going. The last time I go, look somebody buying whole case of Irish Spring soap, carrying it to the church. The pastor said they want to tip our Irish Spring soap. They're selling their Irish Spring. The other one getting a dog. They want to do this. Why? Because like people like Terry said, they ain't got nothing to do. They ain't got no job. They ain't got nothing to do. So somebody got to come and coerce them into doing what they are doing and saying they're giving them a lot. But they are the worst people because right after the church, go see what they can do awesome.
Thank you. Thank you, Walter. Thank you very much. We're completely out of time now. Terry, I'll give you 1 minute, please, Terry.
Again?
the, look, Keto,
He rescued two. Terry,
you,
one
you,
minute,
you
please.
got to stop, man, because What you say about it? Like I just said about the Muslim people. The Muslim people pray every day. They go to the mosque every day. What will you say
But they
about
work
it?
hard. Those people
Because
work
they do
hard.
business. They are business people. So all those people that you see can go to church, most of those people say they got businesses. How you think they're surviving? If you stay in a church for 4-5 hours, how you think you're surviving? How you will survive, liberal? You're not going to survive. There is nobody. Most of the pastors that have the revival, they do it sometime after 2-3 months. They schedule 14 days. Sometimes they carry 21 days. And within that period of time, those who cannot come because of their job, they send they send.
What
Thank you.
happened?
You talking Tabata?
The weather by in
The
Minnesota.
weather by in Minnesota.
Yeah,
That's
you
Yeah.
put on the weather. You put on the weather.
the
No,
weather
but
bad.
I sitting down right here. The
Oh,
weather
you're talking your internet ain't going. The main internet
No,
well, the man talking
don't worry
Tabata.
about it. Don't worry about it.
I speak.
Terry, thank you. Yeah.
The Goa pastor finish putting Goa on internet.
All right. All right, Pastor. Thank you for joining tonight.
Yes, sir.
We
Thank you,
really
Mr.
do
Joe.
appreciate it. Walter
Of course,
Carter,
I will
thank you.
touch base with you. You know I gotta push
I
your
hope you
button
bring your
too.
bucket a ticket.
Yeah, don't mind. Don't mind. Thank you, guys. Let me say
Yeah,
good night.
Libya
to
calls
you.
me, they will on it.
All right. Okay. Walter Carter, thank you very much. Folks, we're way out of time tonight. I want to thank Terry. He has a internet issue over there, and we pray that he will be fine, of course. To many of you who's been calling and texting, Ma Esther, thank you very much. Ma Fatima, we saw you earlier. Thank you very much. John, thank you. Kristen, thank you. Doe, wonderful to be with us tonight. We're not even going to call you a knee, like, bro, whatever it is. Zoe, thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate all of you. And family left all the way from Switzerland. Thank you for joining us tonight, folks. This is Samson told like Bro Public Radio. Clarence David, of course, as usual. Thank you very much. I will say good night to all of you. We came in late, so we're leaving late. And I hope the CEO will not mind this. And we hope not to make this our way of doing business anymore. So we'll come out here tomorrow. I need to uh, talk to Terry here. I need to get my hand on the auditor report of this company so that we'll see if anything bad in it and we'll be able to get it. So if anybody get your hand on it, if you can put it on, text it to me, that will be fine. If not, we'll go through it. We'll try to find it. Other than that, I will say good night to all of you. It's been a wonderful day, Monday. We've been having some blessful time. Thank God. God continue to bless all of us. And I'll say good night to all of you. Let's meet again tomorrow and do it again. Thank you. Good night, folks.
Seigneur, Rachel de Kibo, je adé. Gogo, Yaliwa, Banyo, Yalia, Corapam, Abigodo, Yali. Abigodo, Yali, Stefan Soko, Awabile, Nana, Amabinara, Koto, Yaliwa, Stefan Soko, Corapam, Aya, Godo, Yaliwa, Amana, very Casawa. I'm America, very titi, Papa, Papa, I don't you get by your secret. I'm a pie. See, I play. We are the Godo, Yali. I live by your for a problem. Hey, Godo, Yali. Oh, Papa, this is your war. I am very Papa. Papa, this is your war. I am very. Why, I know you are for a problem. Godo, Yali. No, so my dog go play. I'm hello. I do what I can, what's all I get. What I bet. I'm my body. Yeah, man. I'm my body. I'm my body.